All right. Hi, guys. Welcome to our call. Okay, so I did some PD over the weekend, and I wanted to talk about taking ownership of our businesses. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Things you guys probably already know. 22 Minutes Hardcore released today. Kind of yesterday, but mainly today. You can try it on BOD if you haven't yet. It's actually pretty fun. I did my workout yesterday and I was like, oh, 22 minutes. That was nice. And I was like, I could do that every day. Mona's doing a test group. So she was in you guys know the test group or whatever. So she's doing a group. I guess hers technically isn't a test group, but whatever. Her group starts March 21st. Okay. So here's the discussion question I came up with, and I have my answer, but I want to hear your all's answers first. What is the main obstacle holding you back from growth in your business? It's like, what's the main thing getting in your way?
I feel like it is like time and people. So like one is that I don't have enough time to devote. And then two, so like if I did, I could message people a lot more. Like my goal was to like message people a lot, just like straight conversations and like build relationships and like then, but like that's a struggle when you don't have a lot of time. And so then I feel like don't have enough. If I don't have time for that or whatever, like you don't have enough people, because I feel like one out of like every like 50 people, right, is like a yes or something crazy. So right. I need to have like a lot of people with that strategy. Like that's not working. I mean, it is a little bit, but like.
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Having extra time to sit down and do all that stuff would help you.
Yeah.
Obviously. What do you all think?
Well, Jen and Erica, I talked to Katie a little bit about this yesterday.
And I promise I had this planned before I really promise.
It's fine. I don't care.
Like really, I listened to it on Sunday and I was like, I'm going to do that for the team call. And then you messaged me and I was like, man, I hope she doesn't feel targeted.
No, not at all. It's fine. I feel like, honestly, it's not a huge priority for me right now. Like, I love doing it when I can, but I'm not, like, attached to my phone all the time, and I'm not attached to my computer all the time. And I feel like sometimes I, like, get on and I have 10,000 notifications, and I'm like, where did this come from? Like, and I can't catch up, and so I just don't read any of it. And then all of a sudden people are talking about something I have no idea what it is. And I'm like, oh gosh, I'm so far behind. I can't ask this question now. So it's like my own, I guess it's my own priorities and issues with it. But I enjoy doing it when I can.
Right.
I don't know. So it's me. I'm my biggest obstacle.
I guess it's true for all of us, really.
In some way, yeah.
And we talked about how it's okay to be a part-time coach or whatever kind of coach you want to be, you know, like, I mean, I feel like I'm a part-time coach really because I can't be full-time. But
yeah. And it's like so frustrating for me, like that Mona's like at home all day, and like not to say she's not doing anything, like she's raising children and I'm sure she has plenty of stuff to do. But like when for that one, whatever group it was, she messaged us and was like, everybody comment at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And then at like 3:30, she was like, how come nobody's commented? And I'm like, 'cause I'm working. Like give me some time, you know? Yeah. And that gets really frustrating.
I get what you're saying. I understand that.
So, yeah, that would be my answer, I guess.
Erica, what do you think?
I think I think actually a combination of both Jen and Liz. Like time. I mean, my schedule is insane, and that, and then like fear a little bit too, like, oh, what are people gonna think? That sort of thing, So.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm 33 years old and I worry about what people think. Oh my God. But, that never goes away.
Right. Yeah. You're totally right.
You already died.
So when I was thinking about this, I think mine really boils down to doing personal development, which I really stink at. That's one of my weaknesses, and I'll be honest about that. But I feel like if I was more focused on that, and then I could push through my other things that get in my way. So like the fear of inviting people or whatever, then if I did my personal development more often, then I would be more fueled. I feel like that's what's always standing in my way. Because like I'll do my personal development and then I'll feel fired up. But then doing personal development like a couple times a week only gets you so far. Okay, so I gotta move you guys to be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, so tonight I wanted to talk about taking ownership of your business. And for me, I know I kind of talk about this a lot. But I think it's important to realize that this is your business. So like if you want to work a ton of hours, do it. And if you just can't or you don't want to, that's okay too. Like this is your business and this is what you want to make of it, And if you are mainly just wanting to do your own journey and maybe inspire people along the way, that's okay too. But like if you want it to be a real business, then treat it like you want it to be a real business, And what I was listening to was said, stop waiting for a coach to just come around and work the business under you, which makes a lot of sense to me. And I hope it makes sense to you guys, because like if I had waited for coaches that just like said to me, yeah, I want to do this, and I never would have made any progress. I mean, I would have waited quite a while, really. But you gotta just like keep on plugging at it and the people will come. I never dreamed that Alyssa would work the business, or that Meredith would work the business, or that Jen would work the business, or, so I didn't expect that to happen, but I just had to keep on plugging at it. So take ownership and get unstuck. There are 3 things that this person was talking about with their business. And the first thing was stop waiting for success to take ownership. So stop waiting for success to come in and just take ownership of what you're doing. Instead, try to, you have to bring it yourself, and your business will grow 100% on whatever you put into it. So if you put in what you really want to see back, then and you'll get it back. But if you put in 1%, you'll get 1% back, and that's just natural. And this person was talking about the biggest sacrifice that a lot of us have to make is time. And I totally feel that way, that like, I feel all the time that I don't have time, or that I gotta prioritize my time, that, I only have so much time when I get home between everything else and my master's, and like I really have to prioritize what's most important. And it's not always Beachbody. It can't always be Beachbody. But then they talk about just finding the wasted minutes, and we all have them. They exist for all of us. And sometimes for me, that's sitting on the toilet. Like it just like
I was just gonna say that. I started to do that today, and I was like, that's too awkward. I'm not gonna say it. But I was like, when I go to the bathroom in the morning, that's when I'm gonna send my 5 messages.
That's when I'm typing up my Facebook posts. You guys can think about that next time you see my morning Facebook.
I'm gonna put a smiling poop emoticon.
It probably happens during a really good bathroom break. But like like I watch mindless TV. I think we all do it, but like use that time to like spend towards your business or Facebook surfing. Like I get stuck with like just like scrolling through my news feed, but it just like sucks you in sometimes. And maybe use that time to do something beneficial. So just find the hidden minutes, and that has helped me a lot. And finding time during the day, because I mean, you got to find it. It's not just there necessarily. Okay, become teachable. And I think I really struggled with this at first. And sometimes I still struggle with it, that like, I've been doing this a while. I have a bit of time under my belt. And so sometimes I'm like, okay, well, I know most of the stuff by now. Well, not most of the stuff, I shouldn't say that, but I know a lot of stuff by now. But I have to always allow myself to be teachable and say like, okay, I still have a lot to learn. So always work on personal growth. I feel like I fight personal growth, but if you aren't doing personal development, you won't develop, and no one's above personal development. We all need it. You won't see your business growth until you do personal development, and that's just natural. And the coach you are today won't get you to where you want to be. So like if you want to be a 2-star coach, then go ahead and act like you are a 2-star coach. And one time I remember someone saying that at Summit, and it kind of hit me like, okay, I need to stop acting like I'm an emerald coach, which I was at the time, and focus on like, and act like I'm a diamond coach or a 1-star or whatever I want to be. So just let yourself be refined. So like a diamond starts as coal, but with cutting and stuff, it becomes a diamond. Just let yourself be refined. The best tip I can give is getting an accountability partner. And when you become better, everyone around you will become better. So like if I start doing PD and I'm able to give that personal development to you all, I mean, that'll help you all as well. You get what I'm saying? Like the team will benefit from me doing personal development if I can give that to you. And then the last thing really is just consistency. Showing up consistently is one of my struggles as well, because work happens and life happens, and just like in October and November, I think you all noticed that like my business kind of struggled. I didn't hit Success Club. November, I don't think I got one single Success Club point, which had never happened before for me. And it was honestly, I made a lot of excuses for myself. I didn't do my PD. I didn't show up consistently. I did my posts, but they were, I wasn't doing my inviting. I wasn't running my business like I usually did. And it's because I didn't show up every day. I remember Tracy Morrow, she's one of the original coaches. She talked at Summit about how her family was going through some really, really tough issues. Like her daughter was going through an eating disorder and all this stuff, but she still showed up every day because she wanted, and she gave her love and her time to her family, of course, but she knew she had to show up every day no matter what was going on if she wanted to grow her business. And everyone's going to find their critics. Everyone's going to find their obstacles. Something is always going to get in your way, but it's just finding a way to fight back against life's obstacles. Let your why, like why you want to do this, be stronger than whatever is going to come punch you in the face. So like my why right now is creating a better income for our family so that we're able to financially support a baby, and letting that be more motivating than anything that's going to try to stop me. Consistency is the only difference between those who are successful and those who aren't. So think about how, I know Anita has said before, consistency and time are the only difference between us and her. Like she doesn't necessarily do anything better or whatever. She just has done it consistently over time, and it's built. But it's the consistency part that has made her a top coach as opposed to a top 100 coach. She's in the top 10 instead. The compound effect is real, and it builds, and consistency is what that is all about. And that did not take as long as I thought.
I got my sketch done though.
That's good.
Yay!
So,
Here, I'll send you.
was that beneficial?
Wow.
Because I was hoping it would be. Because when I listened to it, I was like, this is good stuff.
It is good.
Done before we started. That was helpful.
I was thinking something about like what you said, Erica, when I like started this month. Well, me and Jess Bowen, she's like not on our team, but she kind of is. I've been like talking to her like nonstop since Team Cup. We were like our only Team Cup participants really. But we've been like talking every day. And I was talking to her because like I was like feeling the same way. And she was kind of like it's like your business, like, and like when we tell people to coach, we're like, you can work it however you want, you know. And like, Katie, you don't do this, but like, you know, then it's like you should work it this way. But I was like really frustrated, and she was like, don't worry about it, like it's your business. Like,
yes,
you want to do more, then do more, and if you don't want to do more, then like don't do more, and like don't worry about it. Like, so it like helped me thinking of it that way a little bit too. Like, so
yeah, that
like it's ultimately up to you.
it is your own business. Hold on, I'm gonna stop recording.